Queen's been telling me that you are a leader of a Protestant rebellion meant to overthrow me. How quaint. Tell me, why is it exactly that you oppose the true faith so much? No. Before we continue, let me dispel that awful, awful impression that you have of me. I don't intend to burn you. That's for lesser crimes. Those that believe in heresy and are heathens, like yourself, deserve to burn. It is my showing you mercy. Those that are the leaders of this heresy and of being a heathen have a different punishment, a unique punishment that I will be assigning you on a case-by-case basis. Now tell me, what exactly made you pursue this rebellion against me, your queen? Well, you can argue that I am not your queen. You can argue that the line should have been diverted at my grandfather's stage when he defeated, the Yorks at the time. But no, the Tudors decided to take reign of the throne. We defeated Richard III, we defeated the York line by marrying a princess from their line and affirming our claim to the throne. You could also say that the true queen lies in Scotland. You could say many different suggestions. You could say my brother was the true king. You could say my sister was the true queen. Considering how my sister's mother was, her mother was never divorced from my father. Her mother was killed, rightfully so, by my father's hand, while my mother was shamed and in some trumped up farce of a fashion, my father divorced my mother, which does not hold, especially under my throne. I confirmed that my parents' marriage was legitimate and that they did not divorce, and that my sister's parents' marriage, if you could call her my sister, is basically a sham of what it was. She's nothing more than a bastard. So you can make up many claims as to why I'm not your queen, but I, in fact, am sitting on a throne, and I am, in fact, your queen. And if you don't like that, then, frankly, I don't like you being my citizen either. And we will be correcting this difference very soon, but tell me, what led you to raise a rebellion against your humble Catholic queen? Interesting. So, because I am now cleansing this country of the reign my father led against its people, depriving them of the true faith that'll save their everlasting soul from the bowels of hell, you decide to take a stance against me and claim that your Protestantism brought you to try and assassinate your queen. Your queen. I find that very curious. But at the same time, the devil works in mysterious ways. My sister, being a Protestant, has many followers, and I will be deciding her fate soon enough. I will be deciding whether she lives or she dies. But as for you, I have a much more nefarious torture for you. How do you feel about Hungary? No, not the state of being hungry, you absolute fool. The country of Hungary. How do you feel about being imprisoned within a Hungarian castle? Excellent. Well, considering how you state you love it so much, which I can detect is a little bit of a lie, considering how all Protestants are nothing more than liars, I have judged you accordingly, and I know what exactly to do with your precious, precious future. I am very well acquainted with a very affluent family that lives within a Hungarian castle, and they have expressed a want to help me in my cleansing of this country, which my father has bastardized by announcing the Church of England, whatever sort of insult that is to the true Catholic Church. And they have expressed a willingness to house any heathens that I determine aren't worth wasting the wood and fire on. So, your punishment as I being your queen, and I deciding what exactly it is that I get to do with you, has been decided. You will live out the rest of your days in a Hungarian prison within a Hungarian castle. You will be tortured, and you will be tortured according to whoever is the household master or mistress. You will live according and beneath their thumb, and you will be serving their purposes for the rest of your life. Whether they decide to kill you or not, it is completely up to them. You will be their prisoner. You will not go to the Tower of London, that is too good for you. You will not be burned to death, that is too quick for you. You will go to a Hungarian castle. That is the perfect punishment for you. And the way I deciphered this punishment is according to your record. You see, I can tell when someone is petulant, or rather a wart on my country's fair face. So to murder you here is nothing more than to make you a martyr in my country. You will be hailed and regaled as being a Christ-like figure to your heathen church, your heathen faith, and I will not stand for such insolence or hypocrisy. Your life will be washed away. You will be tortured for the rest of your days, and you will be flushed through history, let's say. So, you will now be banished to Hungary. Whether they decide to feed you is up to their discretion. But tell me, I am curious. What exactly did you expect to happen during your rebellion? Did you expect to succeed? Is there any more revolt or rebellions to your knowledge against me? Please, inform your queen of any dissent that I might be privy to change my mind on your committing you to a castle full. In other words, if you were to tell me about any other revolutions going on or any other rebellions going on in the name of some fake heathen-ridden faith, I might change my judgment of you and give you a lesser sentence. No. Well, in that case, your sentence is final and permanent. I, your queen, decide that this be decreed that you will be banished to a castle in Hungary, living with the family of the Bathorys until your end of days, and you will never see the sun of light or light of sun again, and you will forever be known as an it. You will no longer have a personage to you. You will be known only as a dissenter, a heathen, a heretic. So, you may now be taken away from my sight, and you will be shipped off to your new Hungarian home. And please, do not show this person any comfort. Make sure that they are reprimanded, make sure that they are restrained, make sure that they are transported within a coffin that is barely breathable, but don't make sure that he is breathing. That way, this person can make it to their destination on time and alive. You will remain living until they decide that you do not live anymore. Take care. Well, hello, sir. It is I, Elizabeth. Yes, I know you've heard all the screaming that goes on inside this castle, and I know that you don't speak my language, so I will speak to you in your mother tongue, English. I have had a bit of an obsession with your skin. Your skin has retained a sort of shine despite my parents' abuse against you. No eating, no drinking, no sleeping, just screaming terror. And I've heard your screams coming out of this room too. I've heard you screaming since I was a little girl. You've been a prisoner here since before I was born. You've been with this family 2 years since I was born. And I am very glad that the Queen Mary, before she passed, condemned you to us. If not, I don't think I would have been inspired to drink blood and bathe in it as I do now. You see, your blood helps me retain this sense of beauty and grace to myself, this sense of youth and vitality. It helps me feel more alive. You see, Queen Mary would have probably wasted you had she not come up with the great idea to send you here. She would have probably burned you alive. I don't think you would have wanted that, now do you? Do you wish you had been burned alive? Feel the fire. Feel its warmth. Touch the fire. Put your hands on the fire. Do it. If you don't do it, I will get very upset. Keep your hands on the fire. Keep it on the fire. Now let me see your hand. Your hand looks very burnt and melted. I don't think you would have wanted you to be burnt and melted, now do you? I know that you are not tortured for the rest of your life in this castle with me, but wouldn't you rather be with me than all burnt up in England? Wouldn't you rather be in Hungary than in England? I think you would. I think you would. I think anyone would. You know, I've been sending for virgins and peasant girls to come to my home to work with me, or work for me rather, and they have been coming. They've been coming and they've been doing my bidding, but they could never compare to you and your beautiful, beautiful skin. I gaze at your skin so much, only to find that it is perfect. It is the only skin that I could ever want. Now, where is that knife? I want to find that knife. Where is my knife? I'm afraid I can't find my knife today. That makes me very, very sad. So sad, in fact, that I don't really know what to do. But I think I'm inspired by how you came to be with us. I have an idea. Because I am so jealous of your skin, and because no other girl can compare to your skin. Bring your face closer to me. Bring it closer. Closer. Do not flinch. I don't want you to flinch. Keep your face as it is. Do not flinch. It is going to be hot. I'm going to burn you. But I'm only going to leave these burns like this. I'm going to burn you here. I'm going to burn you here. I'm going to burn you on... No. I won't burn your face. I'll only burn this part of your face. Just this part of your... under your chin. And maybe down your neck. That way I can get the blood. The blood will come out of these wounds. And I'll just collect them and lick them up. How's that sound? Good. I won't burn your face because I want something to look at. A face like that does not come every century, you know. So, plus, you were the face of a rebellion, were you not? A revolution. A very strong person. And it is very nice to see that you have strength in you. And to see that I have the privilege of housing a leader. So I won't be burning your face. Because I want it still to look at and to remind me of what exactly you do and what exactly you came from. Or where exactly you came from. But here, lift up your chin. Expose this part. Expose it well and expose it high. If you don't expose it well, you risk me burning your face. And you don't want that now, do you? Good. So, lift up your chin. And I'm just going to be burning it just a little bit, okay? Is it painful? Does it burn? Tell me if it does. Because I like to enjoy your suffering. Tell me in detail if it does. Does it burn? You always try to keep me away from my satisfaction. You try to tell me that it doesn't hurt, but your face twinges with such suffering that it just delights me anyway. I can tell it hurts. Your face gives it away. Yet another reason not to burn your face. How else will I be able to tell if you are in pain? Considering how you don't tell me now. But I want to hear it from your lips. Are you in pain? What if I just keep this fire right there burning your skin? Burning through the flesh. Such a strong person. Such a strong will. What if I just burn the center of your throat? Let us try. Try not to have a reaction to this. Keep holding it in. Keep trying. So noble. But when I dig in and hold the fire there, burning through your throat, but I'll keep it away too. I don't want to burn through your throat. How else will you speak to me? You never speak to me. No, that is such a shame. I wish you would speak to me more. I consider you a family friend. But if you don't speak to me, then I guess this torture will continue, and you will only stay here forever, which I have no problem with. I think that you staying here forever is a blessing to me and my future children if I decide to have them. You're so wonderful. Let me just collect your blood. Absolutely exquisite.